Soldier Field opened back in 1924 with the Bears becoming 10-71, and what a home field advantage it has become here in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Chicago Bears. Have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one into the end zone for an opening touchback. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Marcus Hunt on the tackle.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. First carry now for David Montgomery, and he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
He was brought down.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks, allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Oh, he almost picked it. Nearly a turnover there on their opening drive. That's a throw he'd like to have back. Now 4th down.
In any event, it happened pretty quickly. I'm not sure he made the right decision on that one. I think if he had it to do over again, he would have found a different target downfield. But he made his decision, and that one's incomplete.
So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over.
At their own 29-yard line.
His way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Ball carried by number 30.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
10. First down, Philadelphia.
On play action, Allen. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Eli Apple. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. Well, when I looked down, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. What did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
To Montgomery to begin the drive. And he went nowhere. He'll lose yardage back to the 29. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. On 2nd down, Montgomery. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
You got to give kudos to your offensive line and the guy carrying the ball because they were in a 2nd and long situation. It seemed pretty dire, but they brought it back to 3rd and manageable with that run.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Barry on to punt as he gets this one away. And they will get to this one and down it at the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge...
And now nothing but green ahead of him. He's at the 40, 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. 87 yards. And the Eagles have taken the early lead. And with his speed, if he just finds the slightest crease, he can take it the distance like he did there.
How about the leverage up front? Offensive line out-leveraging the defensive front to create that space, that crease that he was looking for. And once he hits open field, he's going to be very difficult to catch and corral.
Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. This is their 3rd drive. Right now, maybe not about points, just about getting something. They haven't gotten a first down yet in this game.
It's a mental barrier you don't think about until you go a couple of drives without getting a first down. Then all of a sudden it looms big. It gets harder and harder to actually attain that first down.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd down.
To David Montgomery. That's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll try to run forward with Cohen, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. 7 yards the pickup. First down, Chicago.
They really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And this carry not as productive. He's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers putting up their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the second and the third level.
And his pass incomplete. He was looking for Evan Ingram, the tight end. But now it'll be third down.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field, it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. Doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is incomplete.
I know this offense was expecting to do big things, but it certainly hasn't turned out that way, at least not through the first 3 drives. They're definitely going to put their heads together and start concocting some offense that'll move the ball downfield.
Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They are going for it. Here's Watson. And able to find Dorsett. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 21 yards there. A big play on 4th down.
At the 39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Again, it's Watson. And he completes it to Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
That's good.
A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 29.
Watson looks to throw again. They'll get this out quickly to Campbell. And he'll go down at the 28. Not much there, only a yard.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line.
And that's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. His first catch, good for 14 there and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
First down, here's the run with Montgomery. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked out before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Behind the chain, 2nd and 12. And off comes to Montgomery. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Ball carrier.
Nothing doing there as the 13th play of the drive proves to be unlucky.
Early down stuff's to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority 1.
The Bears on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
For the field goal. A 30-yard attempt.
Tavecchio puts this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny, we had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator. What did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
An incomplete, crisis averted, almost picked. Instead, second down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one up over the 20 to the 21-yard line. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
And he'll be taken down here at about the 23-yard line. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down. They'll try and run for it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. 1st down on a pickup of 11. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen looking deep for his tight end Ertz. That's caught inside the 20. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line.
1st down.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And it's caught. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
86.
Zach Ertz,
Touchdown.
his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. Gano now to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game.
Makes the score Eagles 14, Bears 3.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3-point CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. On the give, this is Cohen. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
A loss of 1.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
And the throw there going to be incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And this one will wind up being down just outside of that 20-yard line.
21-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, it's just
pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. It's Ryan Kerrigan getting the sack.
A loss of 8 yards. It's second down.
Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Now Allen. On the crossing route, complete. That's Grant. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
To Zach Ertz.
A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The lines move there. Look like nobody open. Now second down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. And they'll try the jet sweep here. Oh, now Miller slow in getting up. He's still down on the ground. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Play fake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 27 yards there on a very nice third down conversion. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
Allen will try again on second down. Going to throw right side here, complete. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. The Eagle passing game looking good on this drive. It's a first down. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Working with a 2nd and 3. They'll try to run this one in. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit from the right hash, and this one just a chippy. And the 12-year veteran knocks it right through. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire half.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. The former 3rd overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. He's got room to run past the 20. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
Outside handoff to the right side. If you're a running back, you love getting the ball early so you have vision to see what's happening in front of you.
Right tackle likes that call. Big play for him. But don't forget about the guys you always tell me on the backside sealing off.
When they talk about cutoff blocks, making sure no one can leak from the backside, they can run a play down.
And nobody leaked. Big play. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get 2, maybe 3, up near the 37.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Third down. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. That's caught at the 25. Touchdown, Philadelphia. John Brown, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Eagles add 6 to their lead. That's an early touchdown grab for last week's NFC Offensive Player of the Week. He was so electric, and they talked about it all week long. Have to try to contain him.
And now for him, being able to focus on the task at hand and not just immediately assume that last week it totally carries over, but you got to like the start that he has, showing those great hands that we've seen from him throughout.
Gano the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, it's Tariq Cohen. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15.
1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11. Out. Watson lost it, and it's picked up by the Eagles. And the possession is theirs at their own 43-yard line.
And this is where you need the quarterback to morph into being a running back. The ball can't be away from his body. It can't be loose. It can't be held like he's going to throw it. tuck it away, take care of it, because he's going to run through a lot of traffic.
And if he doesn't take care of it, we're going to see less design runs like that. And now here's a carry heading left. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
2nd and 9 from the 44. Allen now looks to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool them, right? Tried to trick them. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
They're going to try the jet sweep on 3rd and long. Finding some room at midfield.
Nothing here.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jakeem Grant, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Eagles add on to their lead. Gano for the extra point.
As more and more up-tempo football creeps into the NFL game, some coaches don't think time of possession matters anymore. I believe we found one of them.
And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Eagles 31, Bears 3. Graham Gano set to kick off.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Here's Cohen now to return. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they felt they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here?
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 39-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Montgomery. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down?
Gain of 3 brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, they'll go ground with Montgomery. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. A 3-yard loss. 4th down now.
On the play. It's 4th down.
They're going for it. It's Watson. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Brian Burns. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position.
Downs.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. He's going deep for Brown. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Eli Apple. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. They needed a break. They needed to make a play here in the 3rd quarter. Defensively, they did that. Now they got to go quickly and get some points on the board.
And the best part is that they made their own break. Taking the ball away. Now they just look at their offense and say, guys,
let's go.
Come on, capitalize on this one.
And a diving grab. I think he got that. Yes. In need of only about the length of the football here on 2nd down.
It's 2nd and
out of the gun. Watson. Pass incomplete.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
And the key number on that play, 3. Third play of the drive, third down. Spectacular catch turns into a first down.
First down saves him from a 3-and-out. First down, a run with Cohen. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 31-yard line.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. Back to throw, Watson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. A lot of folks starting to make their way to the parking lot. Their guys trail big here to begin quarter number 4. Now a first down throw. Watson. Catch made by Slayton. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 14 more. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 25 yards that time. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
On first down, Cohen. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. The Bears on the move. They've got another first down.
Chicago Bears. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the gun, here's Watson. And it'll be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the return won't go anywhere. They'll be back deep in their own territory at the 2-yard line.
They'll take over first.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. A first carry for the converted wideout, J.D. McKissick. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces, and I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Come get some. Come on here. Come get some. He don't want it. Alert, alert, alert. 44's Mike. Check, check. I got him. 44's the Mike. 44's the Mike. It just worked.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Flush to his right. Got a man. It's Brown. And all the way down to the 10-yard line. A big play there for Philly. 59 yards. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
From 10 yards out. And the Eagles are pouring it on. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all three phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And, boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Trying to get it to Tariq Cohen out of the backfield. But it'll be second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now this throw caught left side. And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
At the 30-yard line.
That catch good for only a couple.
Pass complete to Paris Campbell. Out of bounds.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
2 brings up 2nd and 8.
Operating from the gun, Watson. It's brought in here by Willie Snead. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 16 yards, a first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. From the gun, Watson. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off by Khalil Mack. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
He was taken
2nd down and 7.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
19-yard line. A 3-yard gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
And he continues to pile up the yardage. That puts him over $150 now. And this defense has really had its problems trying to keep him contained.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This a 33-yard attempt. And Gano's kick is right through. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know, in this league, you can never have enough points, but this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again is Watson. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually that becomes man on man, and you got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
And now the 3rd down throw incomplete as well.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They will indeed snap it to Watson. And Ingram holds it in. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
40-yard line.
Watson on 1st down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. Now a final chance to stop it here as a timeout comes in with 10 seconds left in the game. That 1st down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. To the air yet again. Watson escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Philip Dorsett, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. One last throw here for Watson. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes.
Tonight's final score, Eagles 41.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Bears, they suffered defeat for the first time as they dropped to 2-1. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they return to action in 2 weeks' time. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.